Oh, this is a winner. This is a winner. It smells good. It smells good.
Hola, Charlene T. Easter here, and welcome back to my channel. This is a space for Black and brown women who are prioritizing their health and happiness. And I personally believe that we can do that by maintaining our melanin as well as a positive mindset so that we can continue to create magic in our everyday lives, wherever magic is for you. This is a space where I love to talk about all things beauty, health, and wellness, as well as a little bit of lifestyle. And I am hopeful that the products or services or service providers that I share with you are helpful in helping you make some decisions that will add to your happiness and good health. In this video, I am going to talk about fragrance. It's spring. So what better time to think about what our fragrance wardrobe or what do people always call it? Our fragrance collection looks like and how we want to smell as we get into some warmer months. And I've decided to give this brand a try. Alt Fragrances. So if you're not familiar, and to be 100% honest, I wasn't familiar. About a month or so ago, one of my sorority sisters asked my opinion about these fragrances, and I'm like, I don't know what they are. Please enlighten me a little bit. And then I did a little bit of research, and this is a brand that offers dupes or fragrances that are inspired by more luxurious, luxury, high-priced fragrances. So what I decided to do was they had an offer on their website where you could get 5 fragrances for $149. Now, all of our bank accounts and budgets look different, but I thought that this would be a helpful video for you all and for myself, because let me say this, I will share some of the fragrances that I have and that I love. I love these fragrances. I think they smell delicious, and I think they smell delicious on myself. Some of the fragrances that I purchased that are inspired by other more expensive or luxury brands, I do not have. I do not own, and I have not owned them, but I've smelled them and I like them, but I wasn't ready to pull the trigger for various reasons. For some. So what I decided to pick up was the 5 for $149, and I picked up 5 for $149, and I also picked up 1 extra fragrance, because it is something that I have a sample that I can't put my hands on right now, but it's a decent sized sample. But when I smelled it in store, I loved it. I have completely fallen in love with fragrances, and there are some that I'm probably always going to purchase. I just probably will limit how many bottles I may buy per year. But some I'm just kind of like, as much as I love this is really expensive, and it doesn't have staying power for some of the fragrances that I love. And it's no shade to the brand. I know that every, brand, especially luxury brands, everyone isn't their customer, right? Let's just be honest. So they may be like, she ain't my customer. But there are some that I love. I think they smell really yummy and delicious. But I've noticed on me, they don't last. I do mist my clothes. So I will typically smell them throughout the day. But for some, when I spray it on my body, after a few hours for some, gone. And for the price point, I'll have to think about how many more times I'm willing to repurchase. So,
Oh my gosh!
the 5 alt fragrances that I purchased for the bundle include one that is inspired by Delina by Marley, and that fragrance is called Duchess. One that is inspired by Soleil Blanc, which is called White Sun. One that is inspired by Gentle Fluidity Gold. That is called Tender Fluency Gold. One that is inspired by Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. And that one is called Driftwood. And one that is called Beachside, and that is inspired by Replica Beach Walk. Love. I honestly just want to do a first impression and explain why I decided to try these fragrances. In addition to maybe being useful to you or anyone who's like, I'm not spending more than XYZ on fragrances, I also love to smell good for myself. But if I can get something that, even if it's not the exact same thing, for, what was this, $40 versus $239. That's Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc, right? And this is 100 mil. I think this retails for like 200 and it's 200 and some odd dollars for this one. And then Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, this retails for over 200 bucks. And this is 50 mil. So, and this is a new one, but it does smell really good. It smells really good. But on me, this lasts longer than the Eau de Soleil Blanc, but it still doesn't last very long on my body. And that's even having like the shimmering body oil. You can see I have like a little corner left, but I have a new one. I have 2 new ones actually. One that is Soleil Blanc and one that is Soleil Neige, which is the other Tom Ford fragrance that I own. Those are the only 2 that I currently own, and I've done the Eau de Soleil Blanc. So if White Sun smells super yummy to me and is similar enough to this, I don't know, but I'm gonna stop yammering and I'm gonna get to it. So let's open the boxes. Off the bat, clearly part of what we pay for a lot of times when we're talking about any brand, but especially luxury brands, we are paying for marketing and we are paying for packaging. This is very, 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 very basic. And as a matter of fact, I have 6 of these fragrances and I have no idea which fragrance is which based on the packaging. They're all in the same exact box. So clearly I'm gonna have to open them to see what it is that I have. So let's do the first box. Uh-oh. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly open all of them and then I'll show you each one and tell you what the fragrance is inspired by and which luxury brand. 1 second. Oh, this is a winner. This is a winner. This is a winner. Oh my gosh. A winner. Already, this is a winner. This was leaking a little bit. That's how I can smell it. But not too much, I guess, came out. But I think she's a winner. Okay, let's talk about it. let's start with what I know I have, or I have like a deluxe sample. Let's start with what I can tell you I'm pretty sure is already a winner for me. It came in one of the larger bottles, and this is an Extrait de Parfum. I think I'm pronouncing it the right way. Not French, but I'm working on it. So this one is 2 ounces, and one other is 2 ounces, and the rest of them are 1 ounce. This smells good. It may not smell exactly like it, but it smells good enough to me because it was leaking a little bit. I think the top was twisted, not all the way on. So I literally smelled it when I opened it. This Alt Beachside, which is inspired by Replica Beach Walk. This smells good to me. And you can see here how much maybe I lost in transit because that top isn't on all the way. It's a lot of, so that's a negative. Yeah, the top wasn't turned. It wasn't all the way on. So there's quite a bit of spillage here, but I still have plenty to work from. And I wasn't going to put these all on my body. But since she spilled, may as well smell good. This smells really good to me. So, Alt Beachside, inspired by Replica Beach Walk. This smells good. I love Replica Beach Walk. Let me just say that. Let me show you how much I love it. Hold tight. I've had 2 of these, and this is the Replica Beach Walk. This is 1 ounce, and I purchased 2 of these. I went through this so fast because it just smells so good. I went through 2 of these quickly. So the last Sephora sale, I believe, or let me just say one of the 2 Sephora sales from last year, I purchased the larger bottle. And this is glasses on and still can't see. Ain't that a shame? This is the largest. I think this is the largest size. I opened this, I think around my birthday, which is February the 11th. So let's say mid-ish February, and look where I am. When I spray this, it's like, it smells so good to me. So I love this fragrance. I love this fragrance. Now let me tell you the cost, okay? Maison Margiela Replica Beach Walk. This is the 1 ounce bottle, and this retails for $85. $85. This is 3.4 ounces. When I tell you I went through this thing, I was at half before I knew it. And I'm like, what in the... This is 3.4 ounces, and this retails for $165. All right. Now, I will wear this and tell you what I think, but as of right now, my first impression is I love this. I'm not saying it smells exactly like that because I feel like I would have to spray one on one arm, one on another, and then be like, and I will do that. But I know I like this. This smells good. This smells good. This 2 ounce alt fragrance Beachside retails for $45. So $45, and it is inspired by these fragrances, or this fragrance. I just have 2 different sizes. 85, 165, 1 ounce, 3.4 ounces. There you have it. With the squirts that I have left, I'll do a comparison one day this week to see if I feel like they smell very much alike or similar enough, and whether or not I would continue to purchase this one or roll with this one. Stay tuned. Next, let's do the other larger fragrance. This is Alt Driftwood number 16. And this fragrance is inspired by Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Love. I love it. I'm out of it. Alt Driftwood, which is inspired by Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. This 2-ounce bottle retails for $29. Okay. I will come back and do shorts. I will do shorter videos to tell you when I do comparisons by wearing the original, because I think I do have a smidge, because Wood Sage and Sea Salt is another one that I spray like this. And then before I know it, it's gone. So I can't wait to see how this smells. I don't want to smell anything else because right now all I smell is this Beachside and I'm loving it. I think it smells good. I really like it. So we'll see if it beats out the original that it's inspired by. But Alt Driftwood number 16, inspired by Jo Malone, Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt, which I love. I love. This is the Jo Malone fragrance that inspired this. And this is 3.4 ounces. And I'm pretty sure without looking it up, this retails for around $165, $169. This is $29. So I have a smaller one. I've had one in this size, two of the smaller sizes, I think. And I'm not gonna lie, when the Sephora sale starts this week, I'm getting another one of these. Even if I like this, I'm getting another one of these. At least I think I am, because this smells so good. And this layers really well with a lot of things, to include that when I wear these two together, yeah. So Jo Malone, $165 for 3.4, 2 ounces, $29. Alt fragrance that is inspired by this. I will let you know when I do my comparison if I think they smell very much alike or similar enough. It smells so good. I keep smelling it. It's nice. I don't think it's exactly the same as Replica Beach Walk, but it's still nice. Next. This is a 1 ounce fragrance, and this is the Alt White Sun Extrait de Parfum. And this is inspired by Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I've already told you. This one is over $200, and it might be over hold please. This 50 ml bottle retails for $295. This is my second one, and I think the first time I got a smaller size. They have a smaller bottle. That still might have been $200, but this one retails for $295. Why did I smell the top? Woo! The Alt fragrance is Dupe in White Sun, or the fragrance that's inspired by the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Retails for $49 for the 1 ounces. That's more than the other two so far. So I will do a comparison and let you know if I think they smell very much the same, or if I feel like they smell similar enough or not at all. And whether or not I just like it, because the goal is to smell yummy, right? Right. The last one that I have, one of the originals that I can actually compare it to, and this is the Alt Fragrances Tender Fluency Gold, and this is 1 ounce Extrait de Parfum. And this one also retails for $49. Now, the fragrance that it is inspired by, hold tight and let me put my hands on it. And I don't have a full size yet. I was debating about it. Actually, I said I was going to get it. I said I was going to get the smaller of the 2 sizes that are available, which was like 230 or 40 bucks of this Gentle Fluidity Gold MFK. That smells really, really nice. So I'll show you what I have that I can do a comparison to see if they smell very much alike, close enough, or not at all, and whether or not I just like the way this one smells for $49 versus Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrances. This particular fragrance is called Gentle Fluidity Gold, and it retails for, there are 3 different sizes that you can purchase. The first is 1.2 ounces, and that retails for 150 bucks. This one is $49, so keep that in mind. The next size, which is the one that I said I plan to purchase, is 2.4 fluid ounces, and that's 240 bucks. And then the largest size that they have is 6.8 fluid ounces, and that retails for $465. So it is not at all cheap, but you know, we get what we like. And when I smelled this, because I got the another video I shared, the fragrance wardrobe from the MFK fragrances that I have, and this is one that I really, 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 really loved. Smells so good, smells very pretty, and it smelled really good on me. So I'm like, oh, I'm getting this. It's just, when am I going to get it based on what I already have? Yeah, hold tight. I have this fragrance wardrobe, and I got 2, 4, 6, 8 of the fragrances. And I think that was maybe $200. I don't know. But I will make sure that the other video where I reviewed or gave a first impression of those fragrances is linked somewhere in here for you to check that out if you're interested. But this is what I'm going to call a deluxe size sample of the Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Gentle Fluidity Gold. So you can tell I like this one because I have some others where I'm like, ooh, child, no, not for me. Including, now, don't let how many times I've sprayed this fool you. This Baccarat Rouge 540, you girls can have this. I do not care for it. I do not care for it at all. And I think I saved this because I let my daughter use it because she likes this type of scent. And my cousin wants to smell it. But I've tried it 4 different times on my body. It's a no for me. I don't like it. But this one I loved. It smells really, really good and pretty. So I'm going to compare this to this and see if I feel like they're similar enough, not at all, or they smell like close to really being the same, and I'll let y'all know what I think. But this one is $49, and I just gave you the price for the 3 different sizes that you can purchase in this by MFK. Last 2. I do not have anything to compare this to. Well, actually, I may have a sample that I got from Dillard's, but this is the Alt Fragrances Duchess, and this fragrance is inspired by Delina by Marley. And I finally had the opportunity to smell it. My cousin loves it, and I see why, because I do think this smells, I think the Delina smells really pretty. I also tried the lighter version of it that I can't remember what it's called, and then I tried the Delina Exclusive. I didn't really care for that one on me. I did like the Delina. So I'll be just trying this, and when I can put my hands on the sample, I have so much stuff, it's so ridiculous. But when I can put my hands on the sample that I have, I will do a comparison to see if I feel like they smell pretty much alike, similar enough, or not at all, and let you know what I think. And oh, Alt Fragrances offers Duchess, must be very popular, in 3 different sizes with 3 different pricing options. So this is the 1 ounce, and this retails for $49. They also have a 2 ounce that retails for $59. And then they have a 3.3 ounce that retails for $69. Now, what I can tell you for sure, is that the Delina fragrance is well over $300. Hold, please. 75 ml retails for $375. And that is Delina Eau de Parfum by Parfums de Marley. 49, 59, or 69. If you love that fragrance and wanted to give this one a try and then decide you love this one, we shall see. When I find my little sample, I will do a comparison and let you know. And also, honestly, for this one, let you know how I feel about it on my body, period. Because I did try it in the store and I liked it. But you know, it's different because it's like a little bit. But just to really wear it all day and to wear it the way that I normally wear it, where I mist and I can get a whiff of it myself all throughout the day, I'll let you know how I feel about this, which means that I may or may not really love the Delina enough to make that type of investment. But yeah, keep you posted. And then this last one, I have a sample here that I was given again at Dillard's. And this is also a Delina, or I'm sorry, a Parfum de Marley fragrance. I hope I'm saying it the right way, the right way. But this is Alt Fragrances Falcon. And this is inspired by Althaïr or Althaïr. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but let's see. 75 ml for the original that inspired this fragrance from Parfum de Marley is $260. And then they also have 125 ml, which retails for $365. This is 1 ounces, and this retails for $39. So when I put my hands on that sample, I will also do a comparison and let you know 2 things. If I think they smell pretty much alike, if I think they smell similar enough, if I don't think they smell similar at all, and also what I think about each one on me, if I really love it or not. But this is gourmandish. I just remembered that I can't smell it. I'm all coconutted, beachside out right now. So I thought that it would be a good idea, again, to share, but also for myself, because for some things, again, I definitely am willing to make the investment, as you can tell, because I'm showing you some of the originals that inspired these fragrances that are lower priced. I don't want to say dupes, but because I don't know if they are and if that's the correct term for it, but the cheaper brand that is inspired by the more expensive luxury brands. But again, if the goal is to just smell yummy, and these smell yummy on me, I might have some choices to make. And something tells me it's not going to be a hard choice, because the goal is to smell delicious. If someone is fortunate enough to get that close to me, although, you know, when we're out and about and we're moving, people can kind of get a whiff, right? The sillage, now that I know the correct way to pronounce it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a snob about it. I care more about getting my money's worth and feeling like I smell really good, first for me and then for anyone in the vicinity. Bars. So I will let you know what I think about these alt fragrances. And that one that the top wasn't on, you can see that the packaging is bare minimum. It's fine. And that one, some of it spilled out. Things happen, but just another thing to keep in mind when you decide to go a little bit cheaper. But I'll let you know what I think of them. I still smell this and I still like it. And whether or not I would repurchase any of these, and whether or not I would try others, because there are many others on their site. If there are high-end fragrances that you find yourself loving, you might want to take a peek. They offer, I think, 3 for like $99 and then 5 for like the $149. And I honestly can't recall whether or not all of the fragrances they offer you could choose from or if it was a specific number, but I was able to get the ones that I wanted the most in the 5 for $149 and give them a try. So I will keep you posted. Again, I thank you for hanging out with me for half a second to talk all things fragrance as I'm not going to say begin to smell good because I smell good all the time. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. But as we begin to give some thought to our fragrance wardrobe and our fragrance collections for the spring and then moving into the summer. So if by chance you have tried alt fragrances, let me know in the comments what you think of it and which ones are your favorites. And if you've tried them and feel like they do not compare to the original, I'd like to hear that too. I'm very interested in y'all's opinions. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you all again soon. If you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, please follow me on Instagram at Charlene T. Easter. You can follow me on LinkedIn, Charlene T. Easter. And you can also find me on TikTok at Charlene T. Easter with 2 R's at the end. Have a good one. See you next time.